Welcome, everybody, to another edition of the QBL Game of the Week, presented to you by Nothing But Net Media and the Australian Sports Network. I'm John Guarna. I'm joined today by my co-commentator, Dave Derwin. As always, Dave, we're live at the Roller Dome, the Carrara Indoor Stadium. It's a huge matchup brought to you by Nothing But Net Media, the Australian Sports Network, and of course, Basketball Queensland. Dave, we've got the Rockhampton Rockets coming into tonight off of a tough loss last night, 110-102 to the Logan Thunder. And Gold Coast also comes into this one off of a loss last week, in which we brought to you that 110-87 loss at the Capitals. Should be some interesting matchups on the floor. Give me your thoughts on what you're expecting to see this afternoon.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a really interesting game around Rockhampton's third game, obviously. A little bit short today, a couple of guys out for them. Jimmy Mitchell's not playing, which certainly hurts. Penny Nasalo's not playing either. So they miss a couple of solid, reliable guys that impact their basketball team really positively. For Goldie, I caught up with Reece Martin after last week's game against Brisbane. He said they really haven't trained once with everyone. So they're going to continue to build, obviously, offensively and defensively as the season goes. But good test for them. I think, Rocky certainly would like to come and get this win today, especially if they think they're going to be contenders. This is a great opportunity. Rocky on a game 3, missing a couple of guys. Interesting, I think. I thought Goldie struggled with Brisbane's front court size last week. I really thought Magnay, Volkman, Carter, they just disrupted him a little bit. And so I think, for me, Gold Coast has got to do a better job getting some production out of their front court, and that'll open up more opportunities for their guards. So I think they played okay last week. They shared the ball. They just didn't make shots.
How do you see Coach Tweedy handling the raft of injuries that he has? No Roberto, no Mitchell, two really key role players. Not role players. I mean, those guys are heavy rotation minutes. Yeah. Do you shorten the bench and just roll with your 5?
Well, he's got the young, the young Christensen boys are there, and they've been okay over the last couple of years as well. I don't think they played last year, but the year before that they were sort of up-and-coming prospects. I'd say there's going to be a heavy dose of Bruce, Ogilvie, and O'Mara on the offensive end. So plenty of timeouts. Probably the key for Rockhampton is to really control the pace. I think they just want to have a pretty slow style of play. And equally, they've got the size that could really bother Gold Coast, I think, again, similar to Brisbane.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the Gold Coast approaches that. You have to think that they're going to look to attack that size and try and get the big guys, O'Mara and Ogilvie, in foul trouble.
Yeah.
We'll see what we get out of the Rockhampton Rockets. They come out starting Sean Bruce, Ben Wright, A.J. Ogilvie, Leon Christensen, and Sean O'Mara. Then Gold Coast comes out with L.J. Rose, Anthony Petrie, T.J. Diop, Reece Martin, and Spencer Parker. The Gold Coast imports, Dave, particularly Parker, was impressive last weekend against the Capitals. You got to think, though, probably looking for a little more offensive output from L.J. Rose at that point.
Yeah, and I think he didn't shoot the ball a great deal, but certainly his shot looks really nice. So I think maybe, similar, the imports come out, they got to get familiar and comfortable with the league and the referees and their teammates. So I think Rose looks really solid, that's for sure.
Well, Gold Coast wins the tip, and they have the first possession. Parker skips it. There's Rose firing a deep 3 off the front of the rim. Christensen has it. Over to Bruce. Bruce guarded by Rose. Comes off the O'Mara screen, and then there's a foul on the floor. It's going to go against T.J. Diop on the blocking foul, and that's tough. I mean, you said the Rockhampton Rockets certainly going to look to use their size advantage. The front court depth of Gold Coast is probably not where it's at. Picking up a quick one, that's going to hurt.
Yeah, and I think Diop needed more touches last week, and there's 2 quick fouls, just on nice, really simple, flashing to the high post and then hitting an Ogilvie diving in. A.J.
Ogilvie is a handful at the NBL level. coming into the QBL, certainly has had himself a pretty good start to his QBL career.
Yeah, did he re-sign with Illawarra, Johnny? I think he did.
I think he's still there.
I think he is too. Yeah, 39 last night against, the night before against Ipswich.
Yeah, Ogilvy, I remember when he was in college, there was talks of him, potentially going to the NBA. He's certainly talented as Parker flips one up and in, plus the foul. That wasn't as easy as Parker made it look.
Yeah, really smooth drive.
But Ogilvy, getting back to A.J. Ogilvy, just a super talented dude. Not only is he, 7 foot, but the guy can play in the post. He's got pretty good vision. He's a good passer of the ball, and he can shoot it.
Yeah, absolutely. He had a couple of inconsistent years in the NBL, but I think he was bounced back a bit this year as well, so good to see him playing some good hoops.
So 2-1 early lead. O'Mara goes right at Diop. Layup is strong.
Well, they need to just capitalize there because Diop doesn't want to get his second foul. I'd just be going straight O'Mara until Gold Coast makes an adjustment.
Parker misses, tipped out by Ogilvy. Gold Coast recovers. Petrie, wing 3, in and out. Reese Martin with the offensive rebound. Out to Rose, misses the floater. And Christensen has it now for Rockhampton. Few good looks there for Gold Coast. There's O'Mara, guarded now by Petrie. Kicks it out, nearly stolen. It is turned over. Diop recovers. Good hands by Reese Martin. Parker finds Petrie on the wing. They bring it back out to Rose. Rose working the baseline. Looks inside. Good reverse layup there from TJ Diop off a nice look from LJ Rose.
Yeah, movement without the ball. Good job from Diop. Again, I think Rose has always got his head up looking to make that pass too. So if the Gold Coast guys keep moving, I think they'll get rewarded.
Reese Martin comes up with the steal, goes right at Bruce, and Bruce fouls him with the body. Very active hands here from Reese Martin to start this game, Dave. He's had a few deflections and that steal there.
Yeah, I think Bruce was arguing his case.
I think that's one of the hardest ones to pick up. Even with a defender just going straight up, it's still nearly impossible to make that call. I think it's got to be the hardest thing for the referees to pick up.
Yeah, that certainly was a tough one. I mean, I think it was the right call.
Martin hits one. Bruce nearly traveled. Crowd wanted it. Referees didn't call it. Christensen reverses it to Bruce with 10 on the shot clock. Tries to split the D and loses it. Parker comes up with it. Kicks ahead for Martin. Martin lays it up. No good. Parker offensive rebound. Put back blocked. Rose recovers. 10 on the shot clock for the Gold Coast. Rose gets inside, dumps it off. Diop reverse layup, no good. Tipped around. Rose recovers. Floaters well short.
Well, Goldie's certainly being active on the glass. Plenty of offensive rebounds.
O'Mara gets it, and he's fouled. Good foul there. That one's going to go against LJ Rose. His first personal, the third team foul on the Gold Coast, and you could see what Rocky wants to do, and why wouldn't you when you have guys the size of O'Mara and Ogilvy? They're pounding the ball inside.
Yeah.
O'Mara had a pretty good game last night in Logan. 25 points, 5 rebounds, 4 of them offensive and 3 assists. Also had a big one against Ipswich.
Did you say 5 rebounds, Johnny?
5.
So he got 1 defensive rebound?
1 defensive, yes.
Big fella. I need more than 1 defensive rebound.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the numbers, you expect with that size advantage a little more dominance on the glass as Parker gets to the rim to lay it in.
Parker's, he's loving the Ben Wright matchup because he's going at him every single time, being super aggressive, which is what we wanted to see last week against the Capitals. Bruce with a nice little crossover.
Wright loses it out of bounds. You gotta, I think, Coach Tweedy looking to probably protect a Bruce and not give him that assignment on Parker that cannot afford to get Bruce in foul trouble. Martin working against Bruce. Skips it over. Rose going to fire a two. It's an air ball again. Goes out of bounds off of the hands of A.J. Ogilvie, though.
Yeah, great penetration from Reese Martin. And a good look. Again, similar to last week. They're getting good looks. Just got to knock down shots.
So Rose inbounding. Goes deep to Parker. Back to Rose now. Rose skips it over to Petrie with 5 on the shot clock. Fires. Too strong. Wright grabs the rebound. Kicks ahead for Bruce. Going right at Parker. Layup is good for Sean Bruce. That's a tough finish from the former QBL MVP.
Yeah, the old friendly rims here at Gold Coast aren't so friendly for Gold Coast. 3 of 13 to start, Johnny.
Rose, floater, again strong. Ogilvie grabs the defensive rebound. You like the aggressive play, though, from Rose early. Christensen gets inside, flips it up, and in. Good finish there from Leon Christensen.
Yeah, good patience. Looks like he's wearing his school shoes, Johnny.
The all black everything. Rose over to Carter. Now Parker in the corner. Working on Wright, drives baseline, gets himself in a bit of trouble, has to kick it out to Martin with 3 on the shot clock. Martin stops, pops, and that's too strong. Again, Ogilvie with the defensive rebound. Bruce goes inside, and there's another foul. Again, it's going to go against TJ Diop. His second personal, the 4th team foul on the Gold Coast. Jared Eustace going to get a breather, and Thalo Green also going to check in for TJ Diop. So Eustace checks in for Rose. Green checks in for Diop. And Rockhampton inbounds on the baseline with 19 on the shot clock. Bruce gets it. Baseline jumpers off. Eustace grabs the defensive rebound. Eustace aggressive take, lays it up and in. He's dangerous in transition. No one slowed the ball.
Yeah, it'd be really good for his confidence to see the ball go through with his first shot.
Ogilvie, floater is an air ball. I don't know if he shot that or he lost it. Here's Eustace again, kicks it out. That's an offensive foul. Good charge taken there by Wright. Eustace put his head down and just wanted to steamroll his way to the hoop.
Yeah, just a little out of control there. So Goldie, rough start, Johnny. 3 of 15. But you got to love the 7 offensive rebounds in the first quarter. If you're Mick Conlon.
Oh yeah, and that's the thing. You know, you see the size advantage. You would think it'd be Rockhampton getting those rebounds, but Gold Coast very active on the glass. Game's tied at 9, so Mara catches.
Well, I think that'll be again a steady staple of the same because they're in the bonus. It's another turnover for Bruce. He's had 3 just sloppy turnovers.
Throws it up. Ogilvie tips it home.
Great pass, though, to Ogilvie.
Yeah, good hustle by Bruce, recovering his turnover and getting the steal. Rocky up by 2, 11-9. 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Eustace step-back jumper. It's up. Rolls in and out. Another defensive rebound by Ogilvie.
Well, it looks like he's got about 7 or 8 inches on Christensen. Omar under the rim. Scores on Green.
It's just good job there by Bruce, keeping his head up. He sees his big man running the floor and rewards him. And if you're a big guy, you love that. Petrie on the wing. Thalo Green out to Eustace. Now Martin has it with 6 on the shot clock. Goes away from the screen, looking to go to his left hand. Flips it up with the right, no good. Here comes Bruce now for Rockhampton. Fires a 3, that's good for Sean Bruce.
Yeah, good looking shot in transition.
7-0 run here for Rockhampton, push their lead to 7.
That's the modern style trans now, John, where it's look for the 3 at every opportunity in transition. And he just said, if you're going to play me that far off.
Martin gets fouled. I think they're going to give that one to think they gave that one to Sean Bruce. If they did, that's his second. It's the second team foul for Rockhampton as well. Is checking into the game, Trevor Corrigan and Damon Christensen. Salicic also checks in as Eustace misses the three. Tipped around. Gonna get that foul inside on Trevor Corrigan.
Well, again, Green on the glass. Good job. Gets the offensive, as he attempted to get the offensive glass.
LJ Rose gonna check in. Reese Martin gonna get a breather. So Rose will inbound for the Gold Coast. Petrie in the corner, fires the three, that's off. Ogilvie, another defensive rebound, hands off for Bruce. Bruce goes inside, Ogilvie goes right at Petrie and lays it in. He wanted the foul as well. Rockies rattled off 9 straight. Petrie loses it. Thalo Green recovers for the Gold Coast, goes behind his back. Rose skips it. Salicic fires a long two, that's good. The captain, Christian Salicic, stops the bleeding for a moment.
Well, they really needed that. Rocky switching it up into their zone.
Christensen in the corner, three-pointer off. Green grabs it for the Gold Coast. Salicic wide open in the corner, fires a three, it's off. Green, another offensive rebound. Just battling inside with Ogilvie as Eustace flips one up and in. Strong finish there from Jared Eustace, cuts the deficit to 5.
Yeah, great finish. Pretty well defended by a couple of Rocky guys too, so terrific finish on his left.
Bruce gets the Corrigan screen, splits the defense, floater up. No good, gets his own rebound and puts it in.
Well, the penetration's really hurting the Gold Coast, and that pick and roll action, they're doing a poor job. Bruce has split it the last couple times, and he's just being unselfish, trying to find O'Mara or Ogilvie.
Good running there by Christensen to lay it up and in. That's just pure passion right there from Christensen to get that one.
Yeah, Ogilvie loves those ones too, because he's played the whole first quarter. So he's probably due for a little bit of a spell, but you don't have to spell too much when it's Bruce sprinting out and getting a young guy in transition for a simple layup.
Petrie misses and Ogilvie grabs the rebound. We got 40 seconds to go in this one, and Rockhampton up 9. Bruce open for 3, fires, it's no good. Battle for the rebound, Wright comes down with it and lays it in. Benjamin Wright making the most of his minutes here on Sunday afternoon. Petrie out to Rose. Now they work it around. Salicic gets inside, goes at the defense, and is fouled by Corrigan. Good take there by Christian Salicic to go to line for 2 shots.
Yeah, good intent from Corrigan. You know, he was around the split where he should be, but again, just for me, Salicic coming in, just got to get your hands up, meet him in the body, let him make a tough finish instead of bailing them out and giving them a couple free throws.
Corrigan picked up 2, so Amara gets back in. Gee, Dave, my clock game is off here. There's 11 seconds left, not 2 minutes and 14 seconds, so sorry about that. Everyone tuning in. Salicic hits the first. Second is good as well. So Rockhampton will hold for the final shot. There's about 6 seconds to go. Bruce has it. Spins, step back, fadeaway, jump shot, rattles home for Sean Bruce to beat the buzzer. A nice bucket there, Dave, and a pretty impressive first quarter of action for Rockhampton. They're up by 11 at the end of the first.
Yeah, really good. I think good game plan early from Coach Tweedy. Pump it inside, points in the paint, and then back half of that quarter, Bruce just really started to operate.
It was a great first quarter of action. We'll take a break. We'll come back with some statistics and the second quarter of action in your QBL Game of the Week, presented to you by Nothing But Net Media and Australian Sports Network. Welcome back to the Roller Dome at Carrara Indoor Stadium here and the beautiful Gold Coast. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Got to give a shout out to my mom Stella back in New York, New Jersey, and also give a shout out, happy Mother's Day to my Mrs. Caitlin Guarna and also Dave's Mrs. Corinne Derwin, looking after the kids on Mother's Day.
Yep, don't I know it. I got told about it.
26-15 the score here, Dave. Let's take a look at some of those stats. Petrie comes up with the steal. Finds Salicic inside. Rose lays it in, plus the foul. Great start to the quarter for the Gold Coast. That's what they're looking for, a little bit of energy out of their squad.
Yeah, absolutely. Good job from Petrie on the... Oh my God.
So Rose going to the free throw line. Can't finish that one. Gold Coast nearly recovered, but Rockhampton has it now. 26-17 the lead for Rockhampton over the Gold Coast. Mar out to Christensen. He'll fire the three. It's short. Fighting inside. They're going to give that foul to A.J. Ogilvie. Phalo Green doing a bit of a number there on Ogilvie. Ogilvie picked up his second quick one.
I think he did a number on the referee. That's for sure.
Job checks back in for Phalo Green. Gold Coast has Salicic, Diop, Petrie, Parker, and Rose. As Diop goes to work on O'Mara, misses. Ogilvie another rebound. His pass, though, too strong. It goes out of bounds. Miscommunication there between Ogilvie and Wright.
Shaky start to the second here for Rocky, Johnny.
Let's see if the Rollers can chip away at this deficit. They're down by 9. Salicic corner three is short. O'Mara with the defensive rebound. Bruce has it now for Rockhampton.
It'll be interesting to see how this post action will open up the shooters here.
Ogilvie goes up strong, can't finish. Tips is no good either. Now Rose goes inside, pass stolen though by Wright. He kicks ahead for Bruce. Bruce goes up, lays it in. Those are the ones that hurt you, Dave, when you have an opportunity to chip away and you turn it over and they transition right back and shove it down your throat. Petrie's open, fires in three. That's good. For Anthony Petrie, that's a big bucket. If he could get going, That'll really help the Rollers this afternoon. Bruce throws it up. There's a foul inside. Looks like that one's going to go against TJ Diop.
Yeah.
That's his third personal. Coach Conlon forced to go to the bench. Checking in Nathan Ruprecht for TJ Diop.
Wow.
Bruce has it, skips it to Christensen. Christensen dumps it off for O'Mara. A little short. Jimmy is no good. Tipped out of bounds off the hands of A.J. Ogilvy. It's going to stay with the Gold Coast Rollers.
Well, he missed the guy number 22 in the white jersey with his hands up. He missed him naked. But O'Mara still a good shot. And good penetration from Christensen again. Just getting their feet in the paint. The Gold Coast guards have got to do a better job of containing their man.
Petrie missed that three. Long rebound goes back to Gold Coast. Rose has it. He'll fire top of the key three. That's off. O'Mara grabs the defensive rebound. Bruce has it, looking inside, reverses it. Ogilvy, top of the key three, is off the back of the rim. He could hit that though, Ogilvy.
Certainly capable of it.
Petrie dumps it. Martin, good pump fake. They work it around now to Parker. Parker drives baseline, misses. They're gonna count that bucket plus the foul. As Parker laid it off the backboard, plus he was fouled. Coach Tweedy not happy with what he sees from his team. He's gonna take a timeout, so we'll take one as well. With 7:20 to go in the first half, it's a 6-point lead for Rockhampton over the Gold Coast Rollers in your QBL Game of the Week, presented to you by Nothing But Net Media, the Australian Sports Network. Welcome back to the Roller Dome as the Gold Coast Rollers trail the Rockhampton Rockets 28-22. Parker hits a free throw. He was fouled on his way to the hoop. Cuts the Rollers' deficit to 5. Dave, when you look at the shooting numbers, not great really for either team. Such a tight game that if one team can get hot, that'll be a really good sign for them.
Yeah, absolutely, Johnny. And Ogilvy's gone to the bench now.
O'Mara gets it out to Bruce. Bruce throws up that little floater. It's too strong. Rupick grabs the rebound. Now Parker guarded by Wright. He'll step into a long two. That's good. Right in the face of Ben Wright. Parker's starting to get cooking a bit.
Well, he's the only one who is cooking at all for Gold Coast at the moment. Great
nice pass. Great hands, too, from Corrigan to catch and finish all in one motion.
Yeah, Johnny, Parker's got 6 points on 3 of 5. The rest of the starters.
Bruce, again, active hands, comes up with the steal. Goes right at the defense to lay it up and in.
The rest of the starters are 3 of 24.
Not going to get much done if your starters are hitting on about 10%, 15?
Yeah. I mean, Salicic and Eustace came in and they gave them a nice little punch.
Petrie, great position and good pass there from Martin to Peach to lay it in.
Yeah, absolutely. Just experience there. Wright getting caught too deep. Needs to do his work earlier.
In the corner, Christensen fires a 3. It's off. Offensive rebound, O'Mara. Put back, no good. Petrie tips it away, and Rose has it now for the Gold Coast. Dumps it off for Parker on the wing. Inside Ruprecht, corner to Rose. Now Parker's open. He'll fire the 3. That's good. From Spencer Parker, cuts the deficit to 2. Christensen blocked by Petrie. Now he kicks ahead for Rose. Rose dumps it off for Parker. There's an offensive foul somewhere in there.
Yeah, Corrigan, really good job putting his body on the line. It's a good call too.
It's going to go against LJ Rose. Ogilvie checking back in. Hayden Richardson checks in also for Rockhampton. Salicic checks in for Rose. Thalo Green back in for Ruprecht.
Yeah, they just need to really pump it inside here, Johnny.
Bruce gets to the bucket and lays it in. He is so dangerous in transition, Dave. That's his game. Good contest by Corrigan. Parker misses, gets his own rebound, and puts it in now. It's getting physical out there, Dave. I know you love it. Bruce keeping his dribble alive. Kicks it out. Wright's going to fire a 3. That hits nothing but the bottom of the net.
Yeah, nice looking shot from Wright.
Thalo Green has it. Dumps it off for Eustace to lay it up and in. Good work there from Thalo Green. Richardson passes stolen by Parker. And then he gets called for the blocking foul.
Well, the young fella, you know, we call it as we see it here, Johnny. It was a really bad pass, young fella. Wait for your big guy to give you a decent target. If he doesn't, don't give him the ball.
(37-34). Rockhampton up by 3, under 4 left in this one as Martin fires the corner wing 3. Ogilvie another rebound. Green nearly stole it. Ogilvie's pass is tipped. Winds up with Richardson. Wright again open for 3, fires. That's off. Ogilvie tips it. Parker grabs it though for the Gold Coast. Here comes Spencer Parker, stops and pops and drains it. The deficit is 1 for the Gold Coast, 37-36.
Yeah, 16 for Parker on 70% shooting, really carrying the load of the Gold Coast offense right now.
Bruce gets the screen from O'Mara, gets into the paint, dumps it off. Ogilvie puts it down with 2 hands. Great job there by Bruce to drive the paint and dump to the big man.
Yeah, making really good reads off that pick and roll in this first half.
Parker open again, misses though. There's a foul inside. Let's see who they give that one to.
Well, they're giving it to O'Mara.
That puts Rockhampton in the penalty.
Well, I think Thalo has created 4 of those fouls for his team this afternoon.
That's what Thalo Green does. He's just physical, active. He'll battle for every single possession and every little millimeter on that court. He's been doing that for a long time, Dave. You know, you have some history with Thalo. You know Thalo for a while.
Yeah, no, he's been in the league a long time now, and you know, he's obviously towards the end of his career, but still a key contributor for sure.
Gold Coast comes up with a steal. Eustace has it. Gets inside, floater, no good. Tipped around, Parker recovers. Parker nearly has his stolen, but Martin recovers with 6 on the shot clock. Skip pass is stolen by O'Mara. The big man running the court, goes for the Euro, passes it to himself.
I think someone could get that and throw it on Shackton a fool, that's for sure. But I think with all the bumbling, it deserved to be probably a travel, so I think it worked out okay.
Ogilvie inside, O'Mara spins away and puts it down with 2 hands.
Nice spin. He felt Martin on the right.
Then Reese Martin loses the ball out of bounds.
Oh, the ball must be slippery or something. That's like the 5th or 6th time that just reliable guys like Reese Martin or Sean Bruce have just lost it.
There's a timeout taken on the floor by Rockhampton, so we'll take one as well. About 1:50 left in this one, and Rocky's up 4 on the Gold Coast in your QBL Game of the Week, presented to you by Nothing But Net Media and the Australian Sports Network. Back with you here at the Gold Coast, the Roller Dome, Carrara Indoor Stadium. 1:55 left in the first half, and Rockhampton is up by 4, 41-37. Pretty solid run by Gold Coast to get back into this behind Spencer Parker.
They've had a good few minutes. Sorry, I was just looking for the call. It was an offensive on O'Mara.
His second.
You don't mind that as long as it's consistent. So if that's how they're going to call it from now on, then just be consistent. I didn't think there was a whole lot in it.
Parker guarded by O'Mara. That's a tough matchup for O'Mara. Eustace comes off the screen, dumps it inside for Green to lay it in. Good look there from Eustace, and Green opens up and lays it in.
Yeah, it's developed into a nice little arm wrestle, Johnny, in this second, and Gold Coast has done a good job.
O'Mara catch and shoot, misses.
That's a foul.
Eustace goes back to the left, kicks it out. Parker's open, 3-pointer up, and good. And the Gold Coast takes the lead, 42-41. Inside for Ogilvie, contact, he's fouled. Can't finish, but Ogilvie will go to line for a couple shots. It's the 3rd team foul on the Gold Coast.
Well, they needed that. They needed to just get a nice bucket, calm down offensively, get into their stuff.
And Gold Coast has done a really good job to keep the ball out of the post. What are they doing differently to defend that entry pass, Dave?
Well, I think they're just doing, I think they're mixing it up a little bit. Sometimes Parker's been fronting. Other times they're just playing behind. I just think they're being really physical, which is exactly what they should be doing, trying to meet them early so they don't get too deep in on the catch. Parker's got 19, Johnny, so he's on fire. 8 of 12.
2 free throws give Rockhampton the lead back. Parker working against Bruce, fires the 3, hits the front of the rim. Tipped around, Ogilvie recovers. Hands off to Bruce. Right pass stolen by Eustace. Coach Tweedy, bit frustrated out there. Gold Coast can hold for the final shot of the half, down 1.
Well, they have thrown 9 turnovers, which is a few too many.
Eustace out to Parker, he's open, 3 is up, and good! Spencer Parker hits the 3 to beat the buzzer, and heading into the halftime, it's a 2-point lead for the Gold Coast. It's big momentum heading into the break, Dave.
Yeah, they certainly played better in that second quarter. Gold Coast deserved the lead. Parker's 22 he's put him on their back.
Yeah, he really took over. I think he scored a majority of his points in that second quarter, Dave.
Yeah.
Really impressive performance and a good comeback from the Gold Coast. It is the halftime, though, so we'll take a break. We'll come back with some statistics and the second half of action here in your QBL Game of the Week, presented to you by Nothing But Net Media and the Australian Sports Network. Welcome back, everybody, to the QBL Game of the Week, presented to you by Nothing But Net Media and Australian Sports Network. It's 45-43. Gold Coast over Rockhampton at the half. Taking a quick look at some of the statistics. Leading the way for the Gold Coast, as we said, Spencer Parker had himself a pretty good first half. He's finished with 22 points, 4 rebounds, also had 2 steals. Other than that, it's been pretty quiet for the Gold Coast. Next highest scorer for the Rollers is Jared Eustace with 6 points. Also has 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and a few steals. Leading the way for Rockhampton, Sean Bruce has 15 points, also 5 assists, a couple rebounds. AJ Ogilvie has 9 points, 10 rebounds. Sean O'Mara with 8 points and 4 rebounds, but they really need someone else to step up. Rockhampton, outside of Bruce, Ogilvie and O'Mara had their moments, but they were pretty quiet in that first half. But geez, Dave, Spencer Parker was impressive in that second quarter.
Yeah, and he's long too, so he's just got that high jump shot, difficult to contain. I think they just need to make him, well, clearly he likes to shoot the ball, so I think they need to change their defensive style. Probably make him a passer, make him a driver, get up and in, and make someone else do something for Gold Coast, because as you said, it's a whole lot of Parker and not much of anything else at the moment. And for Rockhampton, I think that their game plan's okay. They just sort of looked a bit shaky in that second quarter. I think a little bit of fatigue maybe kicked in, and for Ogilvie and O'Mara, and then just a couple of sloppy turnovers. So I think if they can keep the pace a little contained, that's more what Rocky's after.
I think the turnovers have been a bit of an issue for Rockhampton so far this season. They had 22 last night in that loss to Logan, and you certainly can't expect to turn the ball over that much. 5 turnovers a quarter, about that. You can't turn the ball over that much and expect to win.
Yeah, and I think I saw Jimmy Mitchell's thrown some kicks on, so I'm not sure if he's having an emergency second half substitution, but obviously you talked to him before the game, Johnny, so he's got a hip injury that he was probably going to rest.
Yeah, he's been carrying the hip injury for a little while now. He's tried to go Friday night and last night, and he said he aggravated it a bit, and it's really affecting him just warming up and getting loose. So, I know you know Jimmy Mitchell, and everyone out there who knows Jimmy Mitchell, the dude loves to ball, so it must be pretty bad for him if he can't go. But I did say, like you said, he threw on some sneakers, so it'd be interesting to see if he does decide to give it a go in the second half. And Rockhampton certainly could use him. He's a really versatile guy, can do a bit of everything, good defender as well. So we'll see if we see a Jimmy Mitchell appearance. I'd love to see it. I love calling Jimmy's games.
Yeah, Eustace has come back into this starting group. TJ Diop is out.
Great read by Ogilvie to get a steal. And geez, those really, if you're a coach, you got to be frustrated. You can see the look on Coach Collins' face. You come out of halftime and turn it over right off the bat. That is so frustrating.
Absolutely.
Petrie goes right at O'Mara, lays it in with the left hand.
Interesting to see if Rockhampton throw a little more zone in as well here, Johnny, to try and disrupt them.
3 off. Nice rebound from Wright, coming out of nowhere. Nobody got a body on him.
He's a good athlete.
Bruce goes inside. Ogilvie contested by Petrie. They're going to get Petrie for the foul. Ogilvie hit the first. It's an interesting looking shooting form, isn't it? But it works for him.
Yeah, it's not textbook per se, but pretty handy.
It's a nice way of putting it, Dave. Hits them both, though, so nothing wrong with it if it goes in.
Yeah. And I think, realistically, we talked about in the opener, it really needs to be Bruce, O'Mara and Ogilvie getting all the points and all the opportunities. And then the Christensens and the Wright just need to spot up and play their role, but really the big three need to bring Rockhampton home in the second half.
Oh, Rockhampton cannot leave Spencer Parker wide open for 3.
Well, he likes that end just as good as the last end. Starts with a 3.
Bruce looking to answer. His goes in and out. Rose recovers, kicks ahead for Martin. A lot of contact. Bruce looking for the charge. It's not there. Rose finds Parker. They work it around to Eustace, who goes right at the rim. He's stripped. The ball lost out of bounds. Going to stay with Gold Coast. And they're going to get Bruce for a flop. They're going to give Bruce a flop warning. Like that. You don't like it, Dave? Come on, talk.
I think the rule's stupidity. Like, it's just a no call. Bruce, he was playing good defense. There was contact. He fell down. It happens. It's just a no call.
And the fact is that you typically get the call if you don't go down either, right?
Right. So it's just don't get me started on the flop thing.
I know you're a big charge taker, Dave. You ever flop yourself?
No, but I can. But if you don't get a charge because of, you know, as in because you haven't got the right body position and you didn't foul them, it's not that you were flopping. You tried to take a charge and you didn't succeed. So play on. But it's not a flop warning. It's not European soccer.
Great finish there from O'Mara. He wanted that ball inside. He did good work to get the position and finishes strong.
Yeah.
Rose kicks it out for Petrie. Goes back to Rose in the post with Christensen guarding him. Turnaround, goes inside. Good look. Petrie blocked by O'Mara, and then he recovers.
Yeah, it was a really nice pass from Rose too. Just better defense.
Parker picks up the foul, trying to deny O'Mara position inside.
Well, Goldie's just got to be composed here. They're into the referees, complaining about calls. They're pretty simple calls. They're fouls. So just got to be smart and play through here.
Well, I like what O'Mara did too, running through with his hands up.
Yeah.
Just to show, listen, I'm not using my hands. I'm just trying to run here. Bruce finds Christensen. Christensen nearly lost it. Gets it out to Bruce with 9 on the shot clock. Ogilvy on the block with Parker on him. Turnaround is no good. Tipped by Petrie, and Eustace has it now for the Gold Coast.
Same thing, O'Mara's got to stay connected here.
Eustace in and out. It's a really tough to play man to man at the moment for Rocky. They've got some tough matchups. O'Mara guarding Parker. That time is Ogilvy on Eustace. His right has it for Rockhampton, driving baseline. Pass stolen by Martin. Martin kicks ahead for Parker. Parker goes right at the defense, misses the layup, tipped by Rose, but Bruce recovers.
I don't know why they're not going into O'Mara on Parker all day.
Christensen from the corner drains the three.
Nice looking Jimmy.
That's Leon Christensen. Rose into the corner from Martin. Hillfire is on three, which is short.
Christensen's done a good job today. I like his defense as well. Moving his feet. Probably unlucky he didn't get a charge then against Rose.
Ogilvy has it. Drives the baseline, picks up his dribble, in some trouble. Eustace comes up with the steal. It's a jump ball. Jump ball, possession arrow. Looks like it favors Rockhampton. Good double team, though. You can see they're trying to double team Ogilvy. They haven't really run that double at O'Mara much.
No, they haven't. But offensively, for me, Rocky's been really funky in this third quarter. Just slow ball movement. I don't know why O'Mara's taken 20-footers. He might be able to shoot it, but again, that's not the advantage right now.
Petrie uses the pump fake, working against O'Mara. Fadeaway jump shot, banks it home. Anthony Petrie bank shot ties it at 52.
Yeah, I think they just need to simplify the offense, go to some simple motion and get Sean Bruce involved, because the big guys are looking a little tired right now.
And then Ogilvy throws it way too high for O'Mara. If I'm Coach Tweedy, I'm almost looking at a timeout here also. The guys look pretty fatigued.
Yeah.
Petrie steps into a jump shot that's too strong. O'Mara with the defensive rebound. Bruce gets inside, turnaround jump shots up and short. Tipped around, a lot of contact. Petrie and Ogilvie doing battle inside. I think they're going to give that one on Petrie for pushing Ogilvie.
Big battle down low. Sacks and foul's going to be on Petrie. The out of bounds going to be Rockhampton ball.
There is that timeout from Coach Tweedy with 5 minutes to go in this one. Petrie can't believe that he got called for that one, but it's a foul nonetheless. The score is tied at 52. We'll come back shortly with the rest of this third quarter of action here in your QBL Game of the Week, presented to you by Nothing But Net Media and Australian Sports Network. Back with you here at Carrara Indoor Stadium. John Guarna and Dave Derwin on the call for you, Dave. We were talking during that timeout break. It was a good timeout by Coach Tweedy. He's got to get something going, though, from the rest of the group here.
Yeah, they just got to have some better structure. I mean, that's a nice after timeout play. Offensively, I'm just not sure what they're trying to get. They've just been really slow ball movement-wise. Again, I'd be looking to get Bruce some more touches. He was terrific in that first quarter. Equally, I'd like to see some more big little screens. You know, Bruce and Christensen for the big guys. Again, make the Gold Coast defense make a decision, and then try and come out of, utilize those mismatches.
Martin comes off the screen, goes out. O'Mara who blocks it. Good recovery there from O'Mara. And here comes Bruce with the Jets on. Flips it up, no good. Knocked out of bounds off the hands of the Rockhampton Rockets. Bruce got absolutely demolished. I think it was O'Mara, though, who got him in the back.
I think so, yeah. It was a great play. Went straight through Green and Eustace and just missed a tough layup.
O'Mara's a big body, isn't he?
He sure is.
Moves pretty good for a big guy.
He did. Well, he had a great block on Reese Martin just then.
Eustace working against Christensen, fading away, banks it home. Back and forth we go. We're tied at 54. There's O'Mara on the block, out to Christensen, wide open. Gets it to roll. Looked like it may have touched the stanchion, but it just...
No, I think it just, yeah. There's a lot going on above there with all the white.
Parker, I think they called him for the hook.
Yeah, well, he got away with one in the first half where he did the same thing, so you just can't clear out with that elbow.
Referee Alex McEwen going to give everybody a warning. A lot of talking happening all game, like you said. But referee Alex McEwen giving the warning. And it's justified, I think. A lot of chatter out there. I thought that they had one team foul up for the Gold Coast. That was the 4th team foul. Christensen from the wing, drains another one.
Looked sweet out of the back of the hand, right in front of us, Johnny.
Leon Christensen, back-to-back threes, gives Rocky the 6-point lead. Inside pass, Green can't handle it, goes out of bounds. Off of Ogilvy. Salicic gonna check in for the Gold Coast, and Jared Eustace getting a breather.
Yeah, they both have played well today. Salicic came in and gave Goldie a nice little punch.
Here's Salicic inside, Green spins baseline, and he's fouled. That's the first team foul against Rockhampton with 3:10 to go in the 3rd.
Not happy with the call.
Trevor Corrigan immediately jumps up, and Omar gonna get a breather. And Thalo Green will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Hits
Well,
the
when
first.
when both teams offensively struggling a little bit to execute, but good action from Green to just get a nice post-up touch and just be simply aggressive. Made a nice move, got rewarded with the foul shots.
Christensen feeling it, fires another one off the front of the rim. Job grabs the rebound. Foul inside on Corrigan, fighting with Thalo Green inside.
Well, they need to watch that. That's a bad call. As in, when I say they watch it, like watch the replay, that's a bad call.
Well, Thalo Green had a smirk on his face. Rose has it with 15 on the shot clock. Bit of zone here from Rockhampton. Job gets it out. Rose is open, fires the 3. It's off. Job chases it down, finds a cutting Parker. Brings it back out to Rose. Now back to Parker. Step back jumper's up. Too strong, and Corrigan grabs the rebound.
Couple good looks there for Goldie.
Christian finds Bruce. Now to the corner right. 3-pointer is good. The 3-point shots falling in the 3rd quarter for Rockhampton. They're up 7.
Yeah, they've done it. They've done that on the back of a couple of good defensive efforts there on the from Rocky. Green for 3.
The Green Machine, they're calling him here at the Roller Dome. 63-59. Rockhampton up by 4. Bruce goes to the left. He's fouled. Goes against Rose. That's the 15th foul on the Gold Coast. That's going to send Sean Bruce to the free throw line for a couple shots. This team up 4.
A lot of Mother's Day games in the QBL today, Johnny.
Yeah. What'd you get for Mama Derwin? What'd you do for Mother's Day?
Just
the usual love?
That's right, mate. Just a little couple accessories for the kitchen. You know.
New kitchen.
Nice
Yeah. New kitchen.
Well, there you go. Yeah, it was matching the new kitchen that we just did, right? That's fair.
Good activity there from TJ Job, keeping it alive. Goes out of bounds off of Rockhampton. Referee's having a bit of a chat. Resetting it to 14 on the shot clock. for the Gold Coast. Rose has it in the corner. Now Salichich, he's open, fires a three. Ogilvy, strong rebound. Thought he lost it, but recovers. Bruce gets inside, flips one up and in, plus the foul. Sean Bruce taking over here for Rocky.
Yeah, great take.
Bruce signed with the Sydney Kings. Good to see him back
in
the NBL. Got some time with the 36ers last season, but he'll be the backup point guard for the Sydney Kings later this season.
Yeah, well, they've got a couple of good signings too, so pretty strong Kings group.
Should be a pretty good group. There's more to come, I'm sure. Misses the free throw, though. Under a minute to go. Rockies up 8. Parker, they swing it around. Martin from the wing. 3 is good. Good ball movement there. Leads to that Reese Martin 3. Cuts the deficit for Goldie to 5. Bruce looking to answer. He rattles home a 3 as well. About a half a second differential between the game and the shot clock. Parker wants to go one-on-one with Wright. Goes to the right, kicks it for Martin in the corner. He's got 3 seconds. He fires a 3. It's up. It rattles home for Reese Martin. Another buzzer beater for the Gold Coast. And heading into the fourth quarter, it's a 5-point lead for the Rockhampton Rockets. 70-65. What a finish to the quarter, Dave.
Yeah, a couple of good answers from the Gold Coast down this end. And they really needed it too. A couple of big shots.
Well,
just as Rocky were taking over here, just from a poise point of view, I think they did enough to really control the game. But Goldie, a couple of big hits, got it right back in the game.
We'll see what happens. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back with the final quarter of action as Rockhampton's up 5, 70-65 over the Gold Coast Rollers in your QBL Game of the Week, presented to you by Nothing But Net Media and Australian Sports Network. Back with you here at the Roller Dome, Carrara Indoor Stadium on the Gold Coast, as the QBL Game of the Week features the Rockets against the Rollers. At the moment, it's Rockhampton up 5, 70-65 over the Gold Coast Rollers. Pretty interesting third quarter there, Dave. Gold Coast took the lead for a bit. Rockhampton stormed home. They're up 5 heading into the final 10 minutes of the game.
Yeah, I think for me, it's around a bit of clock management for Rocky. Obviously got a couple of timeouts up his sleeve, but his guys are going to be tired. Third game, and not only third game, but the guys have played a lot. So I think Wright's got to be ready to go off that inside-outside kick. He shot the ball well so far, knocked down a couple of threes, and then the other guys, the Christensen, they've got to be really ready to go.
Salichich spins left, dumps it off, jump. Free throw line jumper is too strong. Green with the offensive rebound. Thalo Green's been excellent for the Gold Coast. Parker has been as well. He misses that one though. Amara's back out there. Gets it to the point guard, Bruce. Now back to Amara working against Green. He's stripped by Thalo Green. It's going to stay with Rockhampton.
So tell me, Johnny, how's that not a flop then, under the rules?
It's a good question, Dave. Inbounds, and then there's a foul. Martin fouls O'Mara from behind. Good foul. That was going to be an easy 2 for Rockhampton. Bruce from deep. Drains it.
Yeah, poor communication from Goldie.
That was deep, Dave.
Yeah, Bruce was coming off though, and Gold Coast didn't communicate that because Reese was guarding the low guy off the inbounds pass.
Jop puts the ball on the deck, hands off for Parker. Parker at the free throw line, kicks it out to Martin. 5 on the shot clock. Floater from Reese Martin is strong. Jop though with a great follow. Good activity there from TJ Diop.
Yeah, well, Diop's been in foul trouble the whole game, so it's great to see him get in.
Pass inside, there's a foul. It's gonna go against Thalo Green, holding on O'Mara. Second team foul. Second personal on Thalo Green. Petrie's back in. Parker gets a breather. Ogilvy from the baseline is too strong. Nice offensive rebound by O'Mara. He recovers. Cross-court pass right, fires the 3, it's short. Christensen has it ripped away by Petrie. Kicks ahead, Selicic fires the 3. It's off the back of the rim.
I don't mind that look. It's a good look.
He can hit him, that's for sure.
He can hit him.
And then Selicic draws the charge on the other end. Great read there from Christian Selicic to draw the charge on Sean Bruce. Third personal on Sean Bruce. 8 minutes left in this one. Rockhampton up 6.
Certainly been a physical game, Johnny. The Mother's Day bash 'em up derby here at the Goldie.
Well, you gotta, you expect a physical game from both these teams. We saw Gold Coast last week against Brisbane, and that was also a physical game. And you would think, particularly with the size advantage that Rockhampton has, that Gold Coast would have to play physical, and certainly Rockhampton would respond. Top of the key 3 for Selicic. That is off. Hasn't been able to hit that jump shot just yet this afternoon. He's running out of time, Selicic. Ogilvy working on Petrie, nearly lost it out to Bruce, fires the 3 off the side of the rim.
Yeah, good action. I mean, a nice inside-outside game from Rocky.
Petrie's open, top of the key 3, well off.
Hasn't shot the ball terribly well so far this year, Johnny, in the QBL.
Not yet. Waiting to see a Petrie explosion. Christensen from the corner, he'll fire a 3, that's off. Both teams gone a bit cold here in the fourth quarter, Dave. No look pass, Green, good catch, reverse layup is good. Green might be their most consistent player today, Dave. He's been very good.
He has, and obviously Parker's offense.
Good activity, and Martin comes up with the steal. Kicks ahead for Selicic, reverse layup blocked by Ogilvy. Good recovery there from Ogilvy. He calls a timeout. I think he needs a breather. Coach Tweedy happy with that one. He's gonna give his team a rest. We're gonna take one as well. About 6:30 left in this one. Rocky up 4. Your QBL Game of the Week presented to you by Nothing But Net Media and Australia's Sports Network. Back with you here at the Roller Dome, Carrara Indoor Stadium on the Gold Coast. It's the Rollers trailing at the moment by 4, 73-69 to the Rockets. Good time out there. The Rocky has gone with a very short rotation here this afternoon. They got to use their timeouts. That was a good one, I think, there, Dave.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, prior to that in trans, another great hands deflection from Martin with a magical pass to Salicic, but Ogilvy just too big. Blocks it out of bounds.
Petrie reverse layup is too strong. Job missed the follow. Christensen comes down with it.
Yeah, Rocky's just got to clean up their box outs. Couple times, Gold Coast hitting the glass hard and just been unlucky not to get a bucket.
O'Mara out to Christensen. He's open for three. Hits the front of the rim. Petrie grabs the board.
Well, I think that's obviously their game plan, is live and die with the other guys shooting the ball. So far, it's working out okay for Goldie.
Eustace backing down against Christensen. A lot of contact. There's a foul. Going to go against Leon Christensen. Eustace, like that matchup, went straight at him. Christensen held his ground.
Well, he's been doing it all game, looking for the post-up opportunity.
That stayed, yeah, it was on the ground, so baseline out of bounds for the Gold Coast. Parker back out there. Skips it to Eustace. Eustace will fire the wing three. That's off the side of the rim. Tipped around. Wright recovers for the Rockets. Ogilvy, top of the key three. No good. Job with the defensive rebound. Parker driving, finds Martin along the baseline. Now Eustace steps into a short jump shot off the back of the rim.
Yeah, Johnny, they've given up 21 offensive rebounds so far. Rocky?
Call a few long ones, but still, that's way too many as Bruce is fouled on his way to the basket. It's got to be a shooting foul, Dave, right?
Surely.
No, they're going to say it was before the drive.
Wow.
Sideline out of bounds. Here comes Bruce. Pass is stolen. Miscommunication. Now Martin has it. Looking inside. Eustace finishes with the left hand.
Yeah, it was a good, it actually was a really nice look from Bruce to O'Mara, but Parker did a great job of reading it.
Wright goes to O'Mara on the block. He's double teamed. In a bit of trouble. Lost the ball. Recovers though. Layup no good, but he's fouled by Petrie. Gold Coast down by 2. Sean O'Mara will go to the free throw line for 2 shots for Rockhampton.
A little bit of luck. I think the Goldie got a deflection when he was in trouble and the ball bobbled up, which meant O'Mara had another live dribble. Parker back to the bench is a bit interesting, Johnny. And he just checked back in. He has 4, but what do you think? Ride him, Johnny, right now? You gonna play him?
I think so. They haven't had much from anyone else.
If he fouls out, then we'll work out that when we get to it. But I think for now,
it's a 3-point game though, Dave, as Martin goes reverse and jumps it off for Diop to dunk it home. Good dump off there from Martin, and Diop finishes strong. It's a 1-point game.
Only 10 seconds on the clock here.
Bruce is going to fire a 3. That's short. Good rebound, and Eustace is fouled.
Well, good box out from Eustace. Just a bit of a frustration foul from Ogilvy. I think that's his 3rd.
Martin jumper is short. Amara grabs the defensive rebound. Bruce gets fouled by TJ Diop, reaching in, I think. Fifth team foul. Oh, no, they gave that one to Reese Martin. That's Gold Coast in the penalty, so free throws from here on out for Rockhampton.
Yeah, Goldie just got to stay calm here. They've already got their warning. They're into the referees again. And the next one will be a tech foul. They're not careful, so they just got to be calm. Down 2, plenty of time on the clock.
Bruce hits them both. Petrie lost it. Christensen has it. Goes right to the rim. Layup no good. Rose recovers. Bruce gets blocked. Rose is fouled by A.J. Ogilvy.
Wow, that was a wild 10 seconds.
A lot of contact all over the court.
I don't know how that's not a foul on Christensen. And then Bruce looks like he's complaining that he got an illegal pick from Diop in transition. A little premature on the hit the road jack.
A lot of contact, though, all over the court.
Yeah.
Interesting to call that one, but
Well,
Rose will go to the free throw line.
The Ogilvy down here, Rose on the foul, and Ogilvy looked legit to me, that's for sure. But again, couple of interesting misses or no calls.
Just had to update the scoreboard. I missed one of the scores.
So
got both those free throws,
yeah,
so 1-point game.
Rocky up 1.
Referees asked for a whistle. Resetting the shot clock to 24 seconds for Rockhampton. Not really sure what's going on here, Dave. Again, it looks like they're going to try and reset the game clock, too.
Yeah, the game clock might get a little bit more time.
3:13, it looks like. And a fresh 24. Gold Coast sets up a bit of pressure. They fall back to half court. Bruce nearly lost it. Good show by Diop, right in the corner, 3-pointer off. Rose with the rebound.
Yeah, good look though. And he's certainly proven today that he's capable of hitting that.
Rose gets inside, layup is good. And the Rollers retake the lead, 77-76.
Yeah, just a little bit too strong for Christensen.
Bruce picks up his dribble, looking inside. O'Mara has it. Fadeaway jump shot is short. Petrie grabs the rebound. Rose fires a jump shot, which is short. O'Mara grabs the rebound.
I think they can get a better look than that.
Bruce, Ogilvy, wide open three, off. O'Mara offensive rebound, and he's fouled.
I think that's a good night. Diop. No, fourth. So now Parker 4, Rose 4, Diop 4.
And it looks like there's a timeout taken on the floor, so we'll take one as well. Gold Coast Rollers calling the timeout with 2:06 to go in the game, and they're up by one, 77-76. The QBL Game of the Week presented to you by Nothing But Net Media and Australian Sports Network. Welcome back to the Roller Dome with 2 minutes to go in this one. It's a 1-point game. Gold Coast up by one, 77-76. Sean O'Mara at the free throw line for 2 shots. First one is good. So we're tied at 77.
Good stadium here, Johnny, isn't it? Good,
beautiful.
Well decked out. Goldie do a good job of sponsor boxes, really professional.
Second one no good. Yeah, pretty good crowd for a Sunday afternoon on Mother's Day.
Obviously,
see lots of moms out here with their kids, which is nice.
Obviously they got to love.
Big three there from Reese Martin.
Yeah, the stadium got a bit of love with the Com Games, so all the seating and so forth looks new, so great venue.
Ogilvy inside for O'Mara. Double team, has it stripped by Petrie. A lot of contact. Going to give that foul to O'Mara. That's the 5th on Rockhampton as a team, so they're in the penalty, and that's going to lead to some free throws for the Gold Coast.
Yeah, I thought Ogilvy was hitting Christensen in the corner, who looked pretty open, but he decided to hit O'Mara and turned it over and fouled.
You know, big guys always share the love with the fellow big guys.
Yeah, no, I just thought Christensen looked like he was pretty open, but Rocky's going to have to come back and get a bucket, get a stop. Still in the game.
These are big free throws here, though.
Yeah, big free throws.
Pair of free throws here for
and the way
Spencer
he shot
Parker.
the ball today, looks like it'll be nothing but net. 28 points for Parker, 11 to 21.
Trains them both.
Could be dangerous signs for the QBL. He's looked really good today.
Yes. Bruce goes it behind his back. Christensen gets in the paint, floats one up, no good. O'Mara grabs it, and then there's a foul inside. Bruce was down in the back of play. He got hit by Martin. It looked like there was a bit of contact. And O'Mara will go to the free throw line for a couple here.
Yeah.
You spend a bit of time at the free throw line, you got to think, Dave, in this last minute 20.
I think we will. And again, a lot of guys on 4 fouls. Diop, Parker, and Rose, and Petrie now. And for Rocky, only O'Mara is in foul trouble.
Mara goes 1 of 2. So deficit is 4 for Rockhampton. Martin double team, nearly loses it, recovers. Rose has it, goes right at the defense. Fadeaway is good for LJ Rose. Big bucket there for Gold Coast. Bruce fires a deep 3. He's fouled by Reese Martin. Not the play you want there if you're Reese Martin.
No, he's going to give him a chance to stay in the game.
Bruce has been to the free throw line 5 times this afternoon. He's hit 4 of them. He's at the line for 3 now.
Oh.
Well short.
Yeah, a little bit of fatigue maybe on that one. He hasn't come off today.
He's played a lot of minutes this weekend, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Second one is good.
Let's hear it, Roller Joe.
Third one rolls home as well. 4-point game, we're under a minute left. Don't want to foul here if you're Rockhampton, you're in the penalty. Parker has it, guarded by Wright. Parker wants to go one-on-one. Goes to the right, loses the ball out of bounds. O'Mara recovers it.
Ogilvy with the steal.
Bruce has it now for Rockhampton. Gonna fire a deep 3 off the front of the rim, tipped around. TJ Job recovers, and Martin leaves his feet, gets it out to Job. Now Parker has it, and he's fouled by Christensen.
Well, tough look. I think they could have got a better look.
I thought they were going to certainly look to go inside.
Yeah.
You would have thought an Ogilvy or an O'Mara look.
And I think, and you know, especially I think there was 2 green jerseys around him too, so didn't necessarily need a 3, I think. I think that'll do it.
Coach Tweedy going to take the timeout, Dave. Let's take a look at some stats with 18 seconds to go and Gold Coast up 86-80.
Yeah, Sean Bruce, 29, 7 boards, 7 assists. Has obviously, you know, he's played his ass off today, but maybe a little advised shot late there, Johnny. Christensen has 11, Ogilvy 13 and 15, O'Mara 15 and 13, and the bench hasn't put a whole lot on for the Rockets so far, Johnny. But again, no Jimmy Mitchell, no Penny Nasalo, which hurts them. So
no Roberto either.
Yeah, and for Goldie, you know, Parker had a massive first half. He's got 33 points. Rose has got 6 points, 9 rebounds. Petrie 7 points, 7 rebounds, and Reese Martin, who came up clutch in the third quarter with a couple of threes, has 10. And Green and Eustace have 10 each off the bench as well.
So it's not over yet. It's a 6-point game, 18 seconds left. Rocky, do they need a 3 on this possession though, Dave?
It's 99% over.
Yeah. Do they need a 3 on this one?
Yeah, I'm no mathematician, but probability says they're cooked.
Right, looking inbound to Bruce. Bruce gets it. Goes away from the screen, gets inside, flips one up. Well short, Petrie grabs it. Rose is fouled. And that'll pretty much do it now. Well defended there, though, by the Gold Coast. Really did not allow them to get comfortable beyond the arc.
Yeah, and Rocky's, obviously tough 3-game road trip. Rocky's got to take some lessons out of this, which is good. I think, obviously, the Christensen boys guarded LJ Rose a fair bit tonight, and just bit too big, bit too strong. And, I think they just need to keep working on that physicality because they're both capable guys that are key role players for this team.
Yeah, you can see the look of frustration on the Rockhampton bench. Rose goes 1 of 2. Christensen has a good jab step. 3-pointer up, well off. Fight for the rebound. Petrie comes up with it, and that's going to do it from the Roller Dome as the Gold Coast Rollers roll home 87-80 over the Rockhampton Rockets. It was a really, really physical game right from the start through the end. Up and down a fair, back and forth the teams went. Gold Coast, I think, had a little more in their tank in that fourth quarter, and they ran away with it at the end there, Dave.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, they just really wanted it a little bit harder and just competed and executed a bit better late. So great win for the Rollers as they keep on moving on throughout the season. And again, they've played Brisbane, they've played a Rocky. You've got to be happy with where they are at the moment.
Gold Coast now will move to 3-1 on the season. That loss for Rockhampton drops them to 2-3. Are you surprised at this point of the season with that record for Rockhampton? I think before the season, everyone was talking it was theirs to lose. I don't think after 3 rounds they think they'd be sitting at 2-3.
No, and I think, like you said, in our first game, I said on paper they look good, but nothing's won on paper. So 2-3 is what it is. They just got to keep regrouping, hopefully get some guys back in, and carry on.
And what did you like from Gold Coast today, Dave? They really battled. They looked like it was going to get away from them there at a few points, but they hung around, and I think they did a pretty good job to get this win because there were times I thought Rocky was going to start pulling away, and they hung in there.
Yeah, I think that was probably the most impressive is they just found a way to hang in the game, and then ultimately they found a way to win. They defended pretty well. They crashed the boards hard. So it's, again, good for all the other QBL teams to have a look. This is what Gold Coast basketball is. So they got to clean that up and minimize some of that if they want to have success against the Rollers.
Well, that's going to wrap it up for us here from the Roller Dome. Don't forget, next week we have the doubleheader on the Sunday as the Mackay Meteors and Meteorettes travel down to Brisbane to take on the Southwest Metro Pirates. Women's game is at 12 p.m., followed by the men at 2 p.m. I got to take this time to thank Dave Derwin on the commentary with me, Chris Sieber on the camera as always, and also want to thank James Bowman and the Australian Sports Network for all of their technical support and all the beautiful graphics you see throughout our stream. Thank you guys for tuning in to another presentation of QBL Basketball brought to you by Nothing But Net Media and the Australian Sports Network.